Okay. Do-do-do. Da-da-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's see. No, not there. Jeruski, first in the door, first in the door. Ooh, hey Jeanette, Angela Mackey. Ooh, look at that. All three members. First three in. First three in. It's all mama members. You know what I'm saying? Always paying attention. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, boos. How you doing? How you doing? I know that's right. Put the badges. Let me see the badges. If you're members, put the badges. Let's see them. Let's see them. Put them. Yeah, you go. Post them. Yes, the badges. Yes, honey. Yes. Yes. Let's see. It's all mama. Let's see. Okay, Melly. What's up, Melly? What's up, boo? How is you, Melly? What's going on? What's going on? Ooh, what's going on? Ow. Tell y'all my adventures while I get this thing set up for the live stream. So mama was sitting staring at her computer and just feeling just terrible about herself. And so, because because Hermit. That's why. Because Hermit. So I told myself, I said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, if I'm not doing nothing, I might as well go outside. So I told myself earlier I was gonna go and check the mail. That was gonna get me outside. I was gonna go outside and check the mail. That's what I was gonna do. And so, but of course I did not. I did not do that. So I got like a month's worth of mail in my mailbox right now. The mailman gonna give up on me soon, okay? I'm gonna go. It's gonna happen one day. It didn't happen today, but it's gonna happen one day. But y'all will be proud to know I had bought these shoes like 2 days before my baby left me. My son left, and I meant to take them back because I bought an 8 when I should have got an 8.5. But of course, Mama don't like to leave the house, and I had, like, I never quite made it to the store. And you got like a month before you got to take them back to where you can get your money back, and then you can go somewhere else. I only got those shoes because I had to get his shoes, and he only wears Pumas. He's so funny. My son will only wear Pumas. Isn't that funny? And what's up? Whenever, like, he'll wear his shoes till the tread is going, and then I basically got to be like, okay, it's time. You got to get some new shoes. And then he'll get whatever the newer version of the same exact shoe is, which like, they kind of alter it a little bit, like when they make the new version of it. And he just gets the same exact shoe, same color black, just gets the same exact shoe, but whatever the version of it is now. So because I was in there, I was like, oh shit, I had to get some new shoes for work anyway. And I get credited about like $50 a year to do it. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do that then. But I got an 8 and I needed 8.5, so there they were just sitting there, can't wear them. So Mama was like, you know what? Let me just call over there. Even though it's been over a month. So it almost been like a month and a half almost, and I never took them back. So Mama went to the mall, you guys. Mama on her own I just went to the mall. I went to the mall and I changed my shoes out. And then I went to Papa Do's. Funniest fucking story. So I get there. I'm standing there at the line. It's like busy as shit. Because dumbass me, I go there on a Saturday. Of course, it's a Saturday when I randomly decide to go try something like this. So I go to Papa Do's and it's busy. But I'm setting my mind. I'm just going to be a normal human being. I'm just going to walk in. I'm going to say it's just one, for one. I'm standing there at this counter thing. It's 3 people standing there. They're looking right fucking through me. They ain't saying, they're standing there just conversing with each other. I, I give it like a minute and a half. I'm just standing there. I'm thinking, oh, they must be finishing something up. I'm being patient. But they won't even look at me. So I'm like, well, I gotta go to the bathroom anyway. So I just walk away. I just walk off. And I go inside and I go use the bathroom. I come back out. And then but now there's like a little bit of a line. So I'm like, okay, let me get to the back of this line thing, whatever, what I think is the line. And I'm like, oh, that's not it. So I walk back up to the counter again. These bitches ignore me again. I said, fuck this. So I just leave. I go get in my car. I give myself a whole motherfucking pep talk. Yo, it's fine. It's fine. If you leave, it will all have been for nothing. Just, it's fine. It's fine. Just go back in. Just stand there. Just say whatever. And then finally I just go, fuck it. And I open the door, come out. I go back up there. Them bitches is ignoring me again. I'm like, so then, but finally I'm like, she's like, oh, it's not up here. It's the lady out there. Tell her. So I tell her, she puts me on this list. She says it's going to be 2 hours. If you know anything about restaurants and stuff like that, what they do, they'll tell you it's like when it's like a long thing, they'll tell you it's going to be like this 2-hour wait or whatever. Because they kind of want to deter some people, but it's never really the 2 hours. It's never that. Right? So, not to mention, there's all these tables. When I went in to use the bathroom, there's all these tables open, just not being used. It's just like not using these whole areas in there. I thought it was so weird. I was like, what in the fuck are they doing, bro? Like, but, so, she puts me on the little listing, whatever. So I'm like, so I go into the bar area and I'm like, so I was like, let me just walk around the bar. Maybe because I'm just one person. All I need is one seat, right? Sure enough, I find a seat. I'm like, okay, good. So I'm good. So I'm there. I order with the thing, my favorite thing. I don't need the menu. I know exactly what I want. So I get my thing. When I leave, I shit you not, 2 minutes after I leave this building, I get a text message from Papa Do's talking about my table ready. I say, bitch. It was exactly 2 hours. You telling me exactly 2 hours after you said it was a 2-hour wait that suddenly a table was ready for me? I was like, yeah, no, they're playing games up in there. But moral of the story is that Mama went out. Mama did go outside. I did it. Okay. I did it. I went outside without having to. I didn't have to go, but I did. I sure did. Now have you, I did sit at that bar with my headphones on as to make sure nobody spoke to me, but still. There was no social aspect to it. Not at all. But I was there. I was there amongst the people. It happened. I was proud of myself. I was like, what? You know how long it's been since I went somewhere that I didn't have to go? Yeah. A long ass time. I think it's been over a year. I think it's been almost 2, maybe. You know? Thank you, Jeanette. I'm proud of me too. I'm proud of me also. I really gotta stop being so, you know, so annoyed. Humans annoy the shit out of me, bro. Y'all will never understand exactly how much. They drive me crazy. I can't be in the physical presence of them. It hurts me physically to my bones and my skin. It makes my skin hurt. Like that time I had COVID. Yeah, it's one of the, I don't know if that's one of the symptoms, but it's when I had the cocoa, my skin felt like something was like it felt like super sensitive. Like it was so weird. It was like if I scratched my skin, it felt like, oh, it's hard to explain. Almost felt like there was something scratchy under my skin, kind of almost. Oh, Bossy Tuba with the 5 memberships. Thank you, baby. Let's see who got one. Melly, awesome sauce. Selena, minding my biz, being nosy. I know that's right. That's my motto, honey. Minding my business, being nosy. That part. That part. I call it ear hustling, honey. Just ear hustling. Okay. Sparky USA. Nana Sunshine. Everybody say, thank you, Bossy Tuba. Yes, honey. Yeah, being antisocial is mama's thing, honey. For my sanity, I can't believe I used to force myself out like that. I used to force myself out, thinking that's what I was supposed to be doing. I should be more social. And I used to force myself outside, standing in the corner judging people. That's what I was doing a disservice to myself and the people at the party. You know what I'm saying? Just standing in the corner judging people. Talking about I'm social. No, I ain't. I'm goofy. I'm goofy and antisocial is what I am. Okay. It turns out super judgmental, apparently. Who knew? I didn't know that about myself, but apparently that's me. Let's see. One more thing. I don't know why this thing always takes so long to pop up. My little little on your computer, you got like a little word pad. How's everybody doing now? Y'all let me know where y'all watching from. Remind me again. Where y'all watching from? We got any Australia in the house or no? Any Australia? I feel like I sense an Australian in the house. Any Australians? How about some Europe? Is mama in Europe right now? Meaning like am I on the screen on a computer in Europe? If that counts as me being there, just so y'all know. If y'all don't know, that's how mama's geography works. Okay. Wherever I'm on a screen at is where I be. That's a place I traveled to. Okay, so if I'm on a screen in Australia, then mama's in Australia. That's how I'm in Australia. That's how it works. Angela Mackey in Maryland. Uh-oh. Baltimore. Okay. Okay. Up north. I feels yous. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Talking about your table. Your table is ready. Oh, some bullshit, honey. Please make your way to the host table. I was in my car leaving. Belly full. They talking about your table ready. The nerve of them people. The nerve of them. Can you believe such a thing? Can you? Oh, Finland. Oh, nice. We got Finland. Mama's in Finland. Oh, wait, in a few months. Oh, okay. Never mind, Bossy too. But okay, so in a few months, I'll be in Finland. Oh, lockdown. I know that's right. I'm going to tell you this. When I first heard of the lockdown, I remember where I was at. I was staying with a friend of mine. And she done moved on back to Maryland now too. But I was staying with her, and I was on her patio. Chilling. That was right when my kids had first left me and went on to stay with their dad. And I had left my apartment, and I was like, you know what? It's just me. I could just be wherever. Like you know what I'm saying? I could just be wherever. So so I was staying with a friend of mine. I was on her patio. Every day I would get off work, I would get to the house, and I would to her apartment, and I would just be on that patio all the time. Like that's why all my free time was spent on that patio. And I remember when I first saw the thing where they shut everything down. I was sitting on that patio when I got the news, and I smiled so motherfucking big. I remember thinking, "Oh, good." Now I don't have to make excuses anymore. My first thought was, oh great, now I don't have to make excuses anymore. But you know when people try to get you to go outside and you don't want to, and you just be making up stories. You'd be like, I'm tired. You'd be like, I'm sick. You'd be like, I don't feel good. You'd be like, it's cold. You'd be like, I don't know what to wear. I don't have anything to wear. You just you just make up anything you can. But you do it with so many times and people start to, call you shady. So, you just get sick of making up stories. So I was just like, my first thought was, I hope these people understand. It's not so bad. They get used to it. They'll come to appreciate it as I do, not leaving the house. It's nice. It's nicer than you think. Yeah, the cocoa times, when that first started, I was like, oh, yeah, this is the life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta make up no more excuses. I ain't gotta say, I'm, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even my fault that I ain't going nowhere now. This is the law. Oh, shit. I was like, welcome to my world, y'all. Yes, honey. All right. I think I did all the things that, I opened up my phone, but I don't think, yeah, I didn't do the message. Let me send me a message, which I can do. Oh, that's right. No, I was waiting. There it is. This thing. Okay. Let's see. It's Saturday, y'all. I usually spend Saturdays just in my head. But I'm here. I got home and I said, let me make me a thumbnail. And I'm going to come on here and I'm going to hang out with my booze, honey. Ooh. Hey, Molly, what's up? What's up? You in Manchester, England? What? Mama's in Manchester, y'all. Mama's in Manchester, y'all. Mama's on a screen in Manchester, y'all. Feeling special. Feeling special. Mama's on a screen in Manchester. Ooh. Yes, honey. Where is my Sammy? Why is she? Oh, that's right. Wait a second. That ain't right. Hey, text messages. Oh, there she is. I was about to say. How in the world? Where is Sammy's name? Let's see. Oh, Mama is live. Yes, she is. There she is. Okay. All right. Now I've done all the things. Okay. Hit the like button if you have not already. You know what I'm saying? Mama appreciate it. She do. She do. Yes, she do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Connie down the street in Alabama. Ooh, you in Alabama? Alabama. All right. All right, let's see what's going on with the Darrell. Let's see what's going on with the Darrell, y'all. Darrell's being super social on this day. Look at him. Look at the sleeve. That's how you know he gonna do a good job, when his sleeve come all the way to his second knuckle. When his sleeve come all the way up here, Darrell, he done came to do his good job at his trial. That's how you know. If you ever wondered how you know when Darrell gonna do a good job at his trial, that's how you know when his sleeve go to his second knuckle. Okay. That's his little pen. I was wondering what this was in his hand. That's his little piece of pen.
As representative for my client, I accept for value and return for value all of the charging instruments in this matter and make my exemption available for discharge of all obligations and charges connected with this case. I do
Duly
not
noted.
dispute any of the facts in the charging instruments.
Because you can't. Got it. Hey,
Let the
Rick.
record to reflect that the individual known to this court as Darrell E. Brooks appears in person and in custody. He is in street clothing today, in a suit and tie, also wearing a mask. I checked with Mr. Brooks before calling the case if he had any documentation to provide to the court or to the state. I did look at a number of subpoenas. I told for completeness, and the one thing I noted was that there was a date and time for the appearance that was not included, and so I just wanted to address that on the record, since of course this is a multi-day, multi-week trial. Typically individuals,
Joe.
whether it be the state or a defendant, would put the
Is
first day
Marilyn
of
in
trial on the subpoena unless there was some other information to suggest a different date.
Oh, shit. Joe, did you beat Marilyn in here? You did, didn't you? Oh, beat her by a hair string. I was like, wait, what? I never see Joe before I see Marilyn. Look at that. Look at that. You beat her. You did it. You did it, Joe. You did it. Ooh. What's going on? Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Sears. How y'all doing? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Yes.
Obviously, we've already started, but I can ask the state if they
Told them to go look.
given
Oh, okay.
kind of how things have been proceeding thus far. I know originally you had thought it would take 5 to 7 days for you to present your case in chief. Are we still like on target for that from when we started the taking of testimony?
Yes, from when we started the taking of testimony, yes. Right now, we are projected to
Hey, Vizini.
wrap up our case Thursday afternoon or Friday morning. So that would be within that 5 to 7 day range, Your Honor.
All right. Certainly would be reasonable if you picked a date, either Thursday or Friday, if they show up, which presumably they would, right? If we're able to get all of these, not me, but if the state's able to assist, given what they've said earlier and getting the subpoenas out, then even if we weren't quite to that point, I can certainly bring people in and let them know when to come back. And that's pretty typical.
So, Your Honor, just so I'm clear, should I put, so that would be roughly the 13th or 14th?
Today's the 10th, so Thursday would be the 13th and Friday would be the 14th. And then I didn't look very close to the names and whether you had addresses, but you should put in their last known address or other information as to where these people can be served if you know.
Yeah.
I was going to mention that too. That's kind of problematic because a lot of them, their addresses are not stated in the paperwork. So I don't
Are
know.
all of these individuals referenced in the paperwork that you've reviewed?
Yes, they are.
All right. Presumably then, Attorney Opper, you'd be able to look at that and perhaps assist with that information?
Yes, to the best of my knowledge, everyone's address is somewhere in the paperwork. But yes, I'm sure we will be able to find address.
I know. Opera's like, bitch, did you just ask me to do his job for him? Shit. I would love to tell you to go fuck yourself, Judge. I would love to, but I'm not going to do that. Not at this moment. I'll just think it real hard, though. You know what I'm saying? This is that moment. It's like, really? You want us to do his job for him? Like my job, Your Honor, is to make his life harder. You realize this, right? You got me doing him favors, and he don't appreciate none of it. He throw it back in her face later. Ain't that some shit? That gets put on her, so she has to do his job for him. Round up the people he wants to bring in there. Schedule them to have to come in. She got to do all of this. And then he gonna throw it in her face later. I didn't ask them to do that, Your Honor. I didn't. She volunteered to do that. I didn't ask her to do anything, Your Honor. Ain't that some shit? I would be like, ooh, throw this water bottle.
Versus
The other omission I noted, and not necessarily your fault, is these were stamped by our clerk of court, which is standard. I will direct my clerk with your approval to put today's date for the date that these are all signed by the clerk of court's office. Okay? Is that a yes? I thought I saw you shake your head yes. I just want to confirm for the record. Okay.
I mean, it's just a lot of this on, that I expressed last week that I wasn't really sure how to.
Yeah, that's his way of saying, I don't know how to say thank you, Your Honor. And even if I did, I wouldn't. That's what this is. He just can't bring himself to be like, thank you, Your Honor, I appreciate it. He can't do it. He just fucking can't, because victim. Darrell's a victim. Did y'all know? Did y'all know Darrell's a victim? Because he is. Darrell's a victim. Okay. He needs something to keep all that excrement from spewing out of his mouth. I know he does. Especially with that bottom lip flap that he got. That ain't no lip. That's just a flap. You know what I'm saying? The wind blows. That thing be like.
Get done. So whatever assistance is greatly appreciated.
All right, so Madam Clerk is directed to put in the date at the top left. And then what I'll do is I'll keep a copy for the court's records, and then give you a copy, and then we'll give the originals to the state so they can look over them and then tell us if there's any issue with trying to get them served. But I need to get that to them this morning with your approval so they can let us know if there are any issues. Do you agree to that, sir?
Yeah, I just got to put the dates in again, correct?
Yes. It would be fine if you did Friday morning. I mean, even if the state got done a little bit early on Thursday afternoon or something, and we, in theory, had time to call a witness, I'm happy to just go to the next morning so that it's clear.
What should I put for the time?
8:30.
Mrs. Teacher, what should I put for the time? How about the time, bitch? How about the time? Ain't there a clock
And
over
then
there
just
next
let me know
to
when
you,
you're
Darrell?
done so I can address a couple of other issues.
Look to your right. Look to your right, Darrell, over the door that they keep shoving you out of. There's a clock there. I know there's a clock because every time they pause the thing, they always zoom in on that motherfucker. That's how I know it's a clock there. They just pan, the camera just pans over there to the fucking clock. What time should I put, Your Honor? Fuck you 30. There's what it is. Fuck you 30, Darrell. There it is. A quarter after, you ain't shit. How about that? Woo. Hey, New York. Jillian, what's up? Pumpkin, what's up? We get some red emojis in the chat. We'll put some purple emojis in the chat. That'll summon Sammy. That'll summon Sammy. She'll sense it. Her spidey senses. Oh. Look at his computer screen. How? Oh, you said he should look at his computer screen. Look at him, Philly. Is you doing your homework, Darrell? Is you doing your subjects? That's what my sister's husband says. You doing your subjects? That's hilarious. You know your subject. You know your subjects. No. Look at Darrell doing his homework. Are you writing in cursive,
I have
Daryl?
the, preliminary jury instructions I can look at.
Don't forget to dot your I's and cross your T's. Look at this. Look at this situation you got going on your peanut head, Daryl. Those see this little divot? You got a peanut. You got a peanut dome. You got that peanut skull. See the little line here? It's like a indentation. It go down, boop, where the peninsula starts. You know, like boop, little cave, boop. Yes, purple emojis. Ooh, purple emojis. Purple emojis. Is you done with your homework subjects, Daryl? Okay, did you double check your work? Did you do it?
If you tell me the number, I can also look that other thing up.
Yeah, tell me the number, Daryl. Put the number on there. Like how you be asking for the numbers of the girls on the playground that you be finding. You know, because you gotta type. Okay? You gotta type. It's the ones that you find in the hospital, in the baby ward. Daryl be on. Daryl be walking around in the, what's it called? What's the part of the hospital with the babies on it? What's that called? Like what's it called? The labor ward, maybe or something. What's it called?
Madam Clerk is
What's the
copying
area in the hospital that's where the babies is
those
born at? What's that called?
subpoenas so that the court has a copy, Mr. Brooks has a copy, and then the originals go to the state to review and assist with service. I do want to address Exhibit 6, which was previously received by the court.
Hey, North Carolina.
This
What's
is
up?
the 6-minute squad cam
Maternity
and
ward.
audio.
There you go, the maternity ward. Yeah, Daryl be cruising on the maternity ward. You know what I mean? He be cruising for dates in the maternity ward, looking for babies. That's what he be doing. Oh, yes, honey. Oh, Chippy Daryl. Let me get Chippy Daryl. Hey, Chippy Daryl Summit. Chippy Daryl must come up. Okay, let me get Chippy Daryl.
Footage from Officer Phillips. As I advised last week, after I went back into chambers to review that, I did note what Mr. Brooks had said. I may have been a little bit off on the language in terms of what Ms. Patterson is heard saying, but it's a pretty clear reference to one of the incidents.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. You know, the last live stream, y'all remember how it ended abruptly? I was trying to pull up this picture, and when I opened the thing up, it ended up being so far over that it slid off the screen, and suddenly that caused my whole live to freeze, and then I was just locked out of it. I had to go into my whole computer thing to even shut it down. It got so stuck that even though that was down, my camera was still up, which bugged me the fuck out. I was like, oh, hell no. Like, it was still pointing at me and everything, but there was no app playing that would have had it on. So it was like my camera was just willy-nilly just on. I was like, oh, yeah, hell motherfucking no. We gonna have to fix that. That's like nightmare fuel. In the movies where the people's camera just turn on by its fucking self while they be sleeping or some shit. Like, hell motherfucking no. I'll be looking at that thing. I'm looking to make sure it's, because it tips down. Like when it's off, it don't just stay pointed forward. When I shut it off, the light turns off and then the thing points down. So I'll be looking at that thing, make sure. I know, right? I broke the fucking internet. I broke my internet for sure.
That is the subject of a prohibition by this court related to other acts. And I indicated I was inclined to strike that exhibit and so advise the jury, but I would give the parties an opportunity if they had any arguments on that to address that this morning. So since the state offered it and there is that violation, I'll turn to the state.
Thank you, Your Honor. First, I do offer my apologies to the court and to Mr. Brooks because the previous occasions where we had watched that video, we did not catch that. I think the record will speak for itself, but There was a lot going on in that video, as you had mentioned previously. The officer's radio is talking. You can hear the dispatcher. You can hear other officers, and you can hear some people talking in the distance as well. So we did mistakenly include that. However, that being said, Your Honor, I think it's a clear reference to the other acts only if you know there's other acts. Truthfully, I think it's a vague and ambiguous statement. What I heard the statement to have been at about the 2:52 mark in the recording, I heard Miss Patterson say, "Me and my baby daddy, we fight all the time. We had an incident, he ran me over with a car." That's what I heard her to say.
Me and my baby daddy, we fights all the time. Okay.
She does not say it happened in Milwaukee. She does not say it happened 3 weeks ago. She does not say I suffered a broken leg. To me, in the context of Miss Runkle's testimony last week, in which she testified that Mr. Brooks had swerved at Erica Patterson, and that Miss Runkle had pulled her out of the way, I don't think the jury would have immediately thought Erica Patterson, when she made that statement, if they heard it, was referring to something weeks earlier in another county at another location. Really, the only thing objectionable about that whole quote I just issued would be the very last phrase, "He ran me over with a car." And again, if she's referring to the Milwaukee incident, it's not clear from that statement. I certainly understand, with the knowledge of the Milwaukee incident, there's a reasonable interpretation that's what she was talking about, but she may also have been talking about the events of November 21st, even to an objective standard on this record, Your Honor. I don't think the jury would have realized or appreciated she was talking about another incident. So I think the exhibit can stand as is. We could redact just about a 2 or 3 second audio from that recording where those words are removed, and I listened to it several times over the weekend. I think if we did that, it would not be that obvious, so that the exhibit could stand in place. The officer, if you recall, the timing is he's getting out of his car and he's approaching them, and she makes that statement about "he ran me over with a car," but then her very next sentence is, "There's nothing happened, nothing's going on, nothing to be worried about here." And she's essentially trying to convince the officer not to do anything. So again, I think that also supports our contention that if we strike the exhibit or we strike words from the exhibit, we may be calling undue attention to something that was very vanilla to this jury, that they really wouldn't have thought twice about, given the testimony of Corey Runkle and Erica Patterson that was already on the record. So we would offer to redact that portion if appropriate, but it may also be appropriate just to leave it stand as is. And should they ever ask to see that exhibit again, we would prevent that from being played a second time.
Thank you. Mr. Brooks, do you have a position on this?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious to me. I can only hear out of one ear, and I was able to hear clearly what was said. With all due respect, Your Honor, you made a ruling about this previously in ample enough time before the trial even started. You made the ruling. I see no reason why the exhibit should be admitted into evidence. From my perspective, it's clearly obvious what was being referenced. I mean, if she was able to give any type of statement at that time to the officer, then obviously she wasn't hit at that time on that date, on the 21st. She would clearly be referencing some other incident. Hence the reason why we argue all the time in this, that, and the third. It was clear to me what was being referenced, and because of the ruling, because of the implication in that statement, I believe the exhibit should be striked altogether.
That should be
Thank you
striked.
for your position, Mr. Brooks. And the reason why last week I said I'm inclined to strike it, but I wanted to give the parties an opportunity to review it over the weekend is in some respects because of what the state just said. There's information on that clip, at least from Ms. Patterson, that I didn't know if you wanted to come in or not, about nothing happened here, right? Those types of statements. So that's why I give the parties a chance to look it over and then come back to court and tell me what they want to do. So your position has been made clear. You believe it should be struck or stricken, as we say. And I agree with you, Mr. Brooks. This court gave a very clear prior ruling related to.
He be frozen, don't he? Don't he be frozen? Like, he be like, Daryl just freezes. He just freeze. Like, look at this.
Other acts.
He looks
And
like
the
somebody
state had an
paused him. His
obligation
eyes
to
don't bulge or
abide
nothing.
by that ruling.
Look at this. Yeah,
While I have options available to me, meaning I could redact it if the jury wants to hear it later on, my concern with
you do one blink every 6 minutes. Like this. Oh, Bobby, say it ain't so. Bobby, is you a Daryl fan or something? You seem very sensitive on the side of Daryl. He's like, I saw your first message. I saw it. Mama was just gauging. I was like, oh, let me see. Hopefully nobody else take the bait. I was hoping nobody else took the bait. But, so that I could see what you were saying next. You say, I watched this trial from the beginning. What stands out to me is the stupid prosecutors. I'm thinking to myself, oh, that's what you noticed? The stupid prosecutors? What you think about the defense's lawyer? Hey, Bobby, how you feel about the defense's lawyer? Think he did a good job? Do you think he did a good job or no? You think his suit and tie fit well also? Do it look right? You know what you think? How you think he did? Oh, that shit's hilarious, bro.
redaction is it may possibly highlight that portion. We don't know whether any one of these jurors heard it and made a note about it. And that's certainly not something I'm going to ask them to reveal. And because of the violation, and even though there's other things going on, even though I could redact, I am going to strike this exhibit and so advise the jury.
They're like, I won.
As far as advising the jury, I simply want to tell them the following when they come into court today. Previously, the court received Exhibit 6 during the testimony of Officer Phillips. The jury is hereby advised that the court has stricken this exhibit, and the jury is to disregard anything it may have heard regarding what was on that exhibit. Any objection to that language from the state?
No.
How about from you, Mr. Brooks?
No.
Oh, no objection? Hey, yeah, of course he's not going to object. He feels like that worked in his favor. Like any kind of a win is a great, great win for him. It was like a puppy listening for the treat bag. And they'll be like, oh, no, not at all. Puppies are cute. Puppies are cute, North Carolina. Do not compare the Daryl to a puppy. It's an insult to puppies all over the world. Okay? All over the world. Oh, the puppies, baby. And grab my water bottle. vanilla, baby. No, vanilla don't check me, but I ain't no killer, baby. Water tastes good.
All right, then, I know last week I also had indicated I had asked the Sheriff's Department to prepare an incident report regarding one of the occasions Mr. Brooks was removed from the courtroom. I've been advised it's been dictated and I believe written. I haven't seen it yet, but I did follow up on that this morning. I believe I'll have it at some point today and we'll turn that over to the parties.
In reference to the 6th, Thursday, October the 6th.
That was in reference to
Yeah.
the incident where, if my memory is correct, where there was not about the COVID test, but about the needing you to sit down so that, I don't remember if you were over there or here or what, but they needed to get those restraints either
everywhere.
on or off so that you could be situated. And that's where you had indicated you had been hurt. So that's what I'm talking about. I wanted to have a record of that here.
I think that was the 6th. I also want to state for the record that I was given paperwork to fill out a report of my own. And I stressed that because after the detectives came and took the pictures of my bruises and injuries, I was told that they didn't know when I would actually get the actual filing of the report.
Nah, he do not look like no medicated, honey. He look like he needs some medication. He definitely would like some medication. He used to like it a little too much. But no, he looks sober. He looks the most sober anyone has ever sobered before. He looks uncomfortably sober. He looked like he don't even know himself this sober. He's like, this is a weird sober I am. That's what he looked like. Miss V, what's up, baby? How you doing, baby? How you doing, Sharon?
That they were gonna report. So I just went ahead and asked for my own. I filled that out. I don't know if it's been given to the right parties yet.
You're talking about the
Maryland
inmate complaint form to have the either the jail or the Sheriff's Department review that related to the use of force.
Yeah, it was the top paper was from the sheriff.
All right, you know that that's not my responsibility to address what happened other than how it impacts this trial, which is why I wanted to have a record. If there's anything you believe should be in the record from you regarding that, then you should turn that in. Okay. All right, I didn't have anything else on my list of things. I don't know if the state does or Mr. Brooks, so I will ask the state first. If there's anything you believe I should address prior to the jury coming things.
54 people in here, 28 likes. Come on, even hit the like button. Mama appreciate it. Mama appreciate you. Mama appreciate you if you hit the like button, please. Ooh.
I don't know if the state does or Mr. Brooks, so I will ask the state first. Things I don't know if the state does or Mr. Brooks, so I will ask the state first. If there's anything you believe I should address prior to the jury coming back out.
Yes, Your Honor. I would ask that some of the witnesses that testified last week be released from their subpoenas, especially now that we have Mr. Brooks' witness list. Specifically, I'd be referring to Corey Runkle, Officer Phillips, Kyle Edwards, Holly Berg. I note on his list today he does still have Erica Patterson and Detective Guth. At some point, we'd like to be heard about that, but we don't need to delay the jury at this point.
All right, any position on their request, Mr. Brooks?
I guess my objection to that would be Officer Phillips. That would be one that I would still like to be under subpoena. Everybody else is, I'm fine with.
That's the officer whose squad video I just struck. So you didn't have him in your subpoenas. So you'll need to, for now, I'll tell the state they can't release him. You'll need to fill out a subpoena, and I need to have that by the lunch hour today in order for him not to be released from the state subpoena.
And I definitely don't want Erica Patterson released from.
Right, you have her on your subpoena, so I understand that.
I just wanted that for the record.
He said, I definitely, well, no matter what, Your Honor, you bet not release Erica Patterson. She ain't supposed to have no freedom, Your Honor. Your Majesty, Your Highness, I'm telling you right now that if you release Erica Patterson, it's going to be hell to pay. If I ever gnaw myself away from these shackles on this table, you is going to be in trouble. He's so duct taped to that table. He don't know what to do with himself. He like a captured rat, just nibbling away at this sticky tape, you know. Ooh, Kelly Murphy. I'm vanilla.
All right, then I will grant the request from the state as to Corey Runkle, Kyle Edwards, and Holly Berg. For now, Officer Phillips will remain under the state subpoena along with Erica Patterson and Detective Guth. We can take issues up with that either, maybe closer to the lunch hour or when we come back, or even at the end of the day. But I would like to bring the jury out. But of course, Mr. Brooks, I need to turn to you first and see if there's any issues you believe the court should address.
Very briefly, I just want to state this for the record that I would like to issue the court an apology from me in regards to my actions last week during the trial.
Oh, that's so nice, Darrell. That's so nice.
I just want the court to understand it's very emotional.
Tell us about it.
Right now, not only for just the whole situation of the trial, the families here that have to go through, everything that's going to be involved with the trial, but also my family as well and myself is very, very emotional. But not to excuse my actions, I should carry myself with better respect than that. I wasn't raised that way. And I owe you, Your Honor, and the court an apology. And I'm going to stand up as a man and tell the whole court and you, Your Honor, that I apologize to the bailiffs, that I apologize for my actions. Like I said, that's not how I was raised. I come from a Christian background. My mother did not raise me that way. She did not raise me, to act out of frustration and irritation and anger. And I just wanted everybody to know that I apologize for my actions. And I'm going to try my best to, whatever happens, to everybody here. I just wanted y'all to know that.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks. I do appreciate that. Understandably so. This is an emotional experience, I think, for everyone involved. And I appreciate that you, upon reflection, have realized that courtesy and decorum are an important part of a court proceeding. I know that despite you being emotional at times and not being an attorney, you certainly, you're clearly paying attention. You've made some very...
Oh my God, yeah, she's doing that. She's doing that mothering thing. She's trying to encourage him to act like a human. Now I know the reason she's doing this is in hopes that it'll keep him from acting so goddamn crazy. In turn, slowing up the process that it takes to shovel him underneath of this here prison. But still, it's so funny. It's like he only does this when something goes his way. Soon as he gets any kind of thing where it makes him feel like that he won a little bit of something, he suddenly becomes all like gracious and shit. Like, you know what? I want to apologize for my behavior before. It really was outside of my character, really. If you think about it, it was really outside of my character, But, it's really just, it's a lot, and I just be Sometimes I'll be acting out, but that's not how I was raised. I was raised in a Christian whatever's and etc. And so, like, Daryl, sit your ass down and take these 2,500 years we about to give you. Okay? Just take them. Just take them. Shove them in your shirt. Do whatever you got to do, but you're taking them with you. When you leave here, you're taking these 2,500 years. Okay? Ooh. Oh, I know. She's feeding the animals. She's giving them little seeds and whatever's. She got to do it though. I'm gonna tell you, North Carolina, it was a good strategy. I have advised people to behave this way also before, to deal with certain personalities. Sometimes just to get by, you have to sometimes feed it. You gotta feed it. Like, it's like, if that's what it requires to function just smoothly enough for you to be able to get out of it, sometimes you gotta do it. You got it for your own sanity. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you gotta, like, when somebody's talking to you and they saying stupid shit and you don't agree with none of it and it all sounds like nonsense, but if you question it, you have to stay there 2 more hours and have the conversation. If you could just nod and go, oh yeah, I see what you mean, and then you could be gone in 5 minutes. Sometimes you gotta just nod and be like, okay, I get it now. It's called playing dumb. And I do recommend it sometimes. And sometimes it's just something you got to do. Sometimes you got to pretend that you don't notice that it's bullshit. Okay? Just enough to get the fuck out. And then you just never go back. And you never have to deal with it again. I definitely recommend it. I do it all. I have done it plenty. I'll put it to you like that. It still assists me even in these days. Okay.
Salient points.
There'll be people standing right in front of me that require a cussing out, but I don't cuss them out because they wouldn't serve me if I did. So I just pretend to not notice. I just play dumb. And then I just walk away. And then I curse in my car and I go home where no one can bother me anymore.
Throughout
bird
the
time,
last few
Marilyn.
days.
Tell the
I think you're
bird mama
settling
said,
in
hey,
quite well.
see what the birds say.
We're going to keep this trial going.
Keep it going.
I know you said earlier, and I just want to make a record of this. It's really important that I do this, sir. You've mentioned repeatedly about your hearing. I know you don't have the headphones on now. We'll give them to you just based on what I've observed this morning and how you've responded to things that have been said. I think you're hearing us. But if we haven't made the headphones available, we got to make sure we do that every single day so that if you need them. But I do appreciate everything that you've said. And I know
he liked it. This is reminding him of home. This is reminding Daryl of back home when his mother used to cradle him like this and be like, he don't mean no harm when he slap you upside the head, girl. Erica, stop being so sensitive. If he punch you in the face, it's because he love you, girl. He's a good man. That's why he living in a car in my driveway. That's why he won't even attempt to get a job. That's why those things, because he's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man, That's what Dawn used to do with Daryl. It's okay. Sure, you did. Yeah, you shot at your nephew, my grandson. You definitely did that. But you are a good man. And okay, so she left you. Your girlfriend, she left you because you was punching her in the face. You know what? But you gonna find somebody else because you's a good man. You's a good. That's what she used to do with him. I promise you, everything about Daryl screams that his mother was coddling the shit out of him. And every time he did something wrong, she just said, it's everybody else's fault, baby. It wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to laugh at your children and make fun of them. Like when they do something they ain't got no business, the best thing you could do is shame them and make fun of them. You got to give them a reaction that they won't ever want to see again. They don't want to experience again. Shame. They need shame. That's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? When they do something stupid and they get caught doing something dumb and they get in trouble, and then you come and you be like, damn. Oh, so you don't want to be shit, huh? Hey, look, I ain't going to judge you. I'm just saying, I mean, I would have thought you would have wanted to be somebody. But if you don't want to be, you want to be an ain't shit, then who am I to stop you? You know what I'm saying? You got to shame them. You got to shame them into never wanting to hear that again. They'll be like, fuck. You want to be the last person they want to call when something happens. You got to keep them from doing crazy shit. When you just cuddle them and coddle them, you know what I'm saying? Ugh, that ain't the thing. Not when they fucking up. Absolutely not.
We have Detective Casey, who will bring up momentarily for your cross-examination, just so everyone is aware. It's my practice when there's a second day to also put the witness under oath again. So he'll at least be sitting up there when the jury comes in.
No, she was complimenting him. Did I just click something? Might have just clicked something. Hold on.
You could be situated, and Erica Patterson and Detective Guth, we can take issues up with that either, maybe closer to the lunch hour or when we come back, or even at the end of the day. But I would like to bring the jury out. But of course, Mr. Brooks, I need to turn to you first and see if there's any issues you believe the court should address.
Very briefly, I just want to state this for the record that I would like to issue the court an apology.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we were in the right spot. Okay. I thought I missed something because I felt like it just jumped all of a sudden, but I guess that was normal. Okay. Yeah, he do look like he got fleas. He definitely look like a flea bag, don't he? He got them flea. Hey, Jared. What's up, baby? Hey, Jared.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. You can sit for a minute.
There she is.
We'll wait till our jurors have their notes ready.
I was telling myself, I was like, man, I probably should have just called her before I started because I forgot your phone was doing that thing. But then I was like, shit, you know what? I'm going to send a Discord then. So I sent a Discord. I was like, I don't know if she gets alerts for that, though. Oh, Sammy, say hey. Oh, if you were you playing Phasmo? Is that what you were doing, Sammy? So if you're there, hit the like button. Check and make sure you subscribe. Great advice. Great advice. Make sure you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? YouTube will unsubscribe you and they won't tell you nothing. They won't say a thing. They'll just allow you to think that you're still subscribed and you're not. And then you'll stop getting any type of notifications. I won't even pop up on your grid because you're not even subscribed. And it's just terrible. There's people who used to watch me that now think I just disappeared off of YouTube because I don't show up on their screen. My videos don't even pop up inside their little feeds or whatever anymore. And they forgot. They will only remember if I popped up again. They just forget because you see so many things, on YouTube, and they just don't even know I exist anymore on here. It's sad. It's sad. Oh, yes, honey. Oh, yes. Oh yeah, and hype that video like that last video that I did. Hype that bad boy. That shit was hilarious, bro. Hype her up. They better hype me up. Ooh. Oh wait, was that the last one? That was not the last one. The last one was the one with I guess you could do that one if you haven't done one. But yeah, actually, yeah. I guess well, whatever. I just when I post a video, hype it, please. That would be great. If it's possible, if the hype option is there, that would be great. Okay. Ooh, twin brain is twinning. I got mine on right now. I have mine out and about. You didn't hear the story, but Mama left the house today. Got my whole little set on. Mama left the house today. She went to the mall place. I had to return my shoes and exchange them for 8.5 instead of 8. And then I went to Papa Do's. I went to an actual restaurant. I went and sat at the bar at a restaurant. I did that. I haven't done that in years. I haven't been in a restaurant in years. I was like, you know what? I need to do it. If I go to the house, I'm just going to stare at my computer. And then my self-esteem is just eating away at me. I need to just do it. Just do it. And I did it. I'm pretty proud of myself. Sammy. Pretty proud. Yes, honey. Thank you for the super chat. Mama, appreciate you. That's 1 out of 20. You know what I'm saying? Progress. Ooh. I thought you were girl from Dalton. Mama went out. I sure did. Okay.
Ready? And good morning and welcome back. Hope you all had a very nice weekend. Previously, the court received Exhibit 6 during the testimony of Officer Phillips. The jury is hereby advised that the court has struck this exhibit. The jury is hereby advised to disregard anything it may have heard during the playing of Exhibit 6. With that, we have Detective Casey here for cross, as is my practice. When there's a second day, someone's on the witness stand. I am going to have him stand to be sworn in again by my clerk.
Coins. Bloop. Thank you, Jillian. Mama, appreciate you. Yes, she do. Ooh, yes, Thank you, baby. Mama, appreciate you. You know, Mama is community funded.
The testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. Please be seated. And once again, for the record, state your first and last name.
Yes.
Thomas Casey.
Thank you. Mr. Brooks, this is your opportunity to question him.
Yeah, question
Good
him.
morning, Detective.
Good morning. Morning, Darrell.
So, how long have you been in law enforcement?
Oh, thank you, Jillian.
25 years.
Since a long time. I want to direct you to the evening of November 21st, 2021. You stated that you were on duty that afternoon, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall any disturbances that afternoon?
Do you mean when you drove through the parade routes and?
Your question was a little broad. Why don't you try to narrow down the time frame so he can answer that more specifically?
Roughly around the time of maybe 4:30ish p.m.
Yes, I do.
Do you remember what you can recall?
Do I remember if I can recall?
Do you remember the disturbance you recall?
Yes, I do.
Would you state what that is? What that was, rather?
I heard a horn beeping, and then a Ford Escape came through the parade route, and you drove past me and wouldn't stop, and you continued driving into the parade route.
Who is you?
Darrell Brooks, the defendant, seated at the table.
Let the record reflect that I do not identify by that name, nor do I know anybody by that name.
Your objection is noted.
So you heard a horn beeping.
Yes.
Was it coming from the vehicle that you tried to stop?
I believe that it was.
You stated that you've been in law enforcement for 25 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. So it would be fair to say that you operate a motor vehicle pretty much every day. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, I operate a motor vehicle almost every day.
And
Thank you, B. Lewis. Thank you, baby. Mama appreciate you. Said retro Darrell, big fun. Keep mama off the pole. I know that's right. Gotta keep mama off the pole. We gotta keep her off the pole. Oh, cause she ain't got no upper body strength. Gotta keep her off the pole. I can't do it. I can't. I just simply can't. Mathematically speaking, I just can't do it. I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power.
would it be also fair to say that you would only beep your horn in a motor vehicle if you were trying to alert someone to your presence?
Okay.
I think that could be a fair statement.
Would it be also fair that you would beep your horn to avoid any danger?
That's funny. You think about the way he just worded that. He said that the first question was you would only beep your horn, and then he said for that reason. And then the guy said that's fair. And then he says, how about for the it was like, bitch, you just said only, like for the last thing. So how do you just now then add something else to the list? You just said you would only. It's like he wasn't prepared for this guy to say yeah. Like he thought this guy was gonna say no. So he had the other one listed.
There could be many reasons why a person is
There
beeping
you
their
go.
horn.
Would one of those reasons be to avoid danger?
It could be, yes.
Well, no, to avoid the what? Honking the horn is not going to avoid danger. It's going to like alert danger. It's going to like let you know so the people around will turn around and watch as the train roll off the tracks. It's like the train's coming and it's about to go off tracks. Some people might not get to see it when it hit because it didn't make no noise until it happened. It was like boom, and then you miss it. But when they honk in the horn right before they do it, everybody gets a chance to turn around so that they can see the train crash. You know, like I was walking, I was minding my business. I heard this horn. I turned around. It alerted me so that I may watch the danger happen. Okay, not avoid it, but pay attention to it for sure. At Saucy Sam, I heard the Afro Man is MAGA. Is that true? Afro Man is MAGA. That is don't even make sense. Cause he wore the American flag thing. Really? Oh no, I will say he was smart enough to know to the lane that he was gonna need to squeeze into to get the favor that he got. And what's so crazy is that it worked. How easy of a system that was to work. That should tell you something about it. It's flimsy as hell. That's what it is. People working that system all day long. They'd be like, if I just pretend to be okay about this particular thing, did you know that they will pay you? It's people on YouTube that some of y'all watch that are milking that system right now at their own peril. Oh, they're getting paid from it right now, but they're going to pay for it long term. And that's on some real shit. The chacoonery it's big. It's big. They definitely they doing it. I know. You talking about his you talking about his, or you talking about his little chibi? What y'all think about of little chibi? Chibi I keep clicking on the wrong one. It's this one. There you go. Chibi Darrell, little my little Chibi Darrell I made with my AI.
Do you
I'm gonna tell y'all, when I tell you that AI is the shit, artificial intelligence is the way to go, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had no idea how talented AI was. Thank you, Sammy. Sam, Mama, you forgot to give Darrell his piece of pen. It's over. Oh, yeah. He only had the two hands. He only had the two tiny hands. You know what I'm saying? If maybe I could put it in his mouth or something, or sticking out of his nose. I also forgot his peninsula. I was supposed to alter him so that he could have his peninsula. I just got to put in a picture of him like this so that I could put in a prompt for it to mimic his hairline. I just forgot to do it. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Melly, you got gifted a membership. Yes, you did. You sure did. You got a gifted membership from Bossy Tuba, of course, because who else? Who else is gonna gift gonna gift memberships like that? Sure did. That looks like a Jehovah's Witness Darrell Brooks variant. Which one? You talking about the the chibi? It's got the dimensions right though. Look how big that tie is on him because he's so short. Look at that tie. Look how long the Darrell Brooks tie is. Look how long that thing is. You know what I'm saying? Darrell retainer fee for law advice, $2. I know that's right. Ooh. So he could go to law school, Darrell. You going to law school, honey. Hunty. Ooh, mama got some bronze coins. She got some bronze coins. About some gold ones. Ooh. Excuse me. Mama's such a lady. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. Hit the like button for Mama, please. How many likes I got? How many I got? It better not be like 45 or something. Mama gonna cry big, real tears if it's like 45. It better be like 60 or 70. Give me 80 likes. Give me.
Well, if you were able to see who was operating the vehicle you attempted to stop?
Yes, I was.
And can you recall a description of the operator of the vehicle you attempted to stop?
He was light-skinned, black male, had some light facial hair.
Is that all you recall?
That is what I recall.
Do you recall what they were wearing?
Well, that makes me feel super special, North Carolina. I haven't super chatted in years. I am the first super chat in years that North Carolina has done and has decided to gift it to mama. Mama is appreciative. Mama appreciate that. That make mama feel special. It do. Yes, it do.
No, I do not.
So you were able to get a description of how the operator of the vehicle looked, but not what they were wearing.
That is correct.
Do you recall how fast the vehicle was going at the time you attempted to stop it?
Too
I
fast to be
believe the
driving
vehicle was
over the
going
children.
about 3 to 5 miles an hour when I tried to stop the vehicle, and it continued on past me.
Would it be fair to say that 3 to 5 miles an hour is not very fast?
It depends. If I'm laying down in the road and a car moving 3 to 5 miles per hour drives over me, I think it might actually be worse than a car that was moving fast, because it's just like, it's gonna be slower to drive over me. Like, it's gonna take its time. Like, it's gonna be a moment where it's just sitting on top of me. Like the wheel where and it's 4 tires that gotta make their way over me. So, I think I would rather they hit me fast, they run over me fast, than they run over me slow. Like, if I had to pick, I think I'm going for the fast one. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, that's pretty slow, right? Like, I don't know, tell that to the people underneath the car. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I wasn't driving very fast, to be driving over your grandchildren, right? Oh my God, Daryl. This ain't landing where you hoped it had landed. Okay.
I think it's very fast when you're in a parade route, when there's hundreds of people
Yeah.
marching in the road, and a police officer is standing in
think
front
so.
of your car, pounding on the hood, trying to get the vehicle to stop. I'd say that that's too fast. Any speed is too fast on a parade route when you have all those people in the roadway. A car should not have been there.
Ooh, Daryl's like, I didn't ask you all that, okay? Hey, Daryl, did he say too much? Is he saying too much, Daryl? Is he saying too much? Oh, no. You did that to yourself. You shouldn't ask that question. Why you asking him that, Daryl? No. He got his eyes, but he's like,
That wasn't the question, but thank
that wasn't the question. My question was way stupider than that, really. Be honest with you. Thank you, Sammy. Said it makes me mad when he thinks because he honks and wasn't going fast, still gave him the right to do what he did. Because he was supposed to be there and nobody else was. That was his street. Didn't you know that, Sammy? That was his street. That was his property. He owned that road. Did no one tell you? Did no one tell you? I know. Well, a lot of shit was blocked off. I remember him saying that. So I was like, how dare y'all thwart me? I honked the horn and y'all didn't move. What's wrong with y'all? I know that's right. Like, I'm trying to get through here. How dare you stand in my way? You see, I am trying. Y'all are so selfish. Ooh. I know he missed the memo. He did. Thank you, Sammy Sam. Let's see. Bam. Okay.
Thanks for the commentary.
Yeah, thanks for the commentary.
Casey, please just answer his questions. Attorney Opera will have an opportunity to redirect if necessary.
Would it be fair to say that that's not a very fast speed?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. Based on what?
Do you recall if the operator of the vehicle that you gave a description of had any hair?
Yeah, like say you wouldn't think you might. Oh, that's funny. Were you Daryl rubbing the place where the hair would have been in theory? Would they say there's a lot of hair? You'd be like, well, you're saying hair, but you're touching scalp. So I'm just saying. You're touching bald spot, but you're saying hair, so I'm a little confused. Could you be a little more clear? Okay. All right. Oh no. He set himself up for that. I can't be blamed for this particular joke. Okay. Sometimes the joke write themselves and force themselves upon me. 4016. Let's see. You got to repeat that for me, baby. I'm gonna need you to repeat that one for me, baby.
Fair to say that that's not a very fast speed.
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
Tell us about the hair, Daryl.
Do you recall if the operator of the vehicle that you gave a description of had any hair on their head?
I do not recall seeing the operator's hair that day.
So it would be fair to say you don't know if they had long hair, short hair.
A fucked up hairline, anything like that. I was just sorry. I was just trying to be helpful, Daryl. I thought that's where you was going. I thought that was what you was going to say next. I was trying to be of assistance. My bad.
Anything of that nature?
That is correct.
Do you recall?
And them dreads was hanging on for dear life. You know they were fake. They were weave. They were weave. He had extensions. He had extensions, y'all, for sure. Ooh, I bet his mom had paid for those hair extensions. She sure did. You know she did. Well, he didn't pay for it. He had no money. He had $0. He had $0. He was too lazy to even be a drug dealer. Like he was too. He didn't even have to drive up a drug dealer. Like he didn't. He couldn't. Every time he tried to even think about it, he would get robbed. He'd be like, shit, I didn't even go pick up the stuff yet. Y'all just already beat the brakes off of me. I don't even have nothing yet. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this profession. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off. Never mind. I'll just go ask my mom for $20 for lunch and gas. As I fuck up her lawn with this tent that I have in the backyard. Because now I can't come in the house because I shot at my nephew / my mother's grandson. And now there's a restraining order against me. Look at Daryl. He ain't shit in so many ways. He ain't. It's like, oh my God, he drove through a parade. He killed 6 people, injured 80. That's terrible. What was his home life like? Oh, well, he was beating up his girlfriend. He had her move down knowing he was living in his car. So then she had to live in the car with him. He's living in a tent in his mother's backyard because he shot at his nephew. And now there's a restraining order against him from his mother's house. And he, oh, then we forget that he has had a, what was he on? What's that stuff called? Meth. He's a meth head. Oh, also he's a meth head. He's a black meth head. That's a unicorn in and of itself. That's not really typically a black drug, you know. That's not typically a black people drug. Like that's not a typical black folk drug. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like Daryl's special. Daryl's special. He's a special kind of fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, he's the worst. He's the worst in so many different ways. Oh, not to mention he's on the registry, of course. All his baby mamas were underage, I'm pretty sure, allegedly. At least 50% of them were underage. Okay, one landed him on the registry. Okay. And there was some other he was recruiting that we found out during this trial. There was somebody else he tried to turn into one. But lucky for her, her parents got rid of him. Her family got rid of him before he was able to do so. Okay? And that's another thing. He's also on the Geppetto list. Like I said, Daryl is a fuck up for many, many reasons. It ain't just a parade. He was fucking up sincerely long before that. Okay.
Testifying at the preliminary hearing in this matter?
Yes, I do.
Can you recall what you said when asked a description of the driver of the vehicle you attempted to stop?
I don't recall word for word what I
I
said.
said he wasn't shit.
Do you recall being asked the question?
I would think that I was, but I don't recall the exact words that I used then.
Just 1 second. Do you recall saying that the operator of the vehicle you attempted to stop had short hair and a short dark beard?
I'm not sure what the context is, but I don't recall saying that the person had short hair.
The context was the question of, did you get a description of the driver of the vehicle you attempted to stop?
Because I'm not sure when you're speaking of, because was that when I saw the car or when we saw the vehicle after what witnesses said? It seems like I'm not sure exactly the time period that
So
you're
are
asking.
we talking about what witnesses said or what you actually saw?
Correct, that's what I'm confused about.
Well, you just said that you recall being asked at the preliminary hearing that you testified at a description of the operator of the motor vehicle. Would that be fair to say?
Uh,
I don't understand your question.
I think it's very clear.
Don't you love when he says that? I love when he says, I think I'm clear, so I don't know what to tell you. It's like he asks the question, the person says, I don't think I understand the question. And then so now the person who is asking doesn't understand the question. And they don't know what the question is. They don't get it. It went over my head. I don't want to understand. And then he just says, I think I was clear. So then what happens now? Like, what do you like? That's fine. I believe. And I heard you say that you think you were clear, but that don't change shit because I still don't know what the fuck the question was. Okay. Oh, Darrell. Darrell. You ain't. He's like the tiniest bit of you ain't shit too. He's like this. He's like a turd. He's like a turd that a dog takes a shit on somebody's lawn. And then that shit starts talking. You know what I'm saying? The dog drops a deuce. And then the deuce just sitting there. The owner didn't pick it up and clean it up like it's supposed to. So it's just sitting there. And then all of a sudden the shit decides to actually literally start talking. And it's talking trash too. It's like as people walk by this shit, it's like, you don't even ride your bike right. You know, like, like, oh, look at you. That's why you're walking and you ain't got no car. You know, like this. Like this shit is just talking trash when people walk by. And then you look at it and you're like, oh my God, like, look, it's a piece of shit. And it's talking trash. You know, that's Darrell. Darrell's that turd. Darrell is that piece of dog shit that is talking trash to people as they walk by. It's like you are the lowest of the low. It don't get much lower than you. Okay? You came out of a dog's ass, and what should have happened was the owner should have picked that up into a baggie, wrapped it up, and threw it in a garbage can. That's where you should have went, Darrell. But you didn't. Because Dawn's ass didn't pick you up and throw you away properly. Everybody else gotta listen to your fucking voice. That's what you is, Darrell. Okay? That's what you is, Darrell. You're dog shit, Darrell. Okay? That's you. That's your life story I just told. That's your biography or whatever it is when somebody else tell your story.
You testified
Let me some
at the
more water.
preliminary hearing in this matter, correct?
Yes, I did.
And were you not asked a description of the operator of the motor vehicle that you attempted to stop?
So I believe my testimony was at the preliminary hearing that I did not see the person's hair, if that's the specific time that you're speaking of.
I have a portion of that preliminary hearing that you testified at with your words right here.
Mr. Brooks, what page are you at?
I am at page 17.
All right, thank you.
And you were asked, could you see anybody inside the vehicle? Your answer was, at that point, I could not see the person real clearly, but as the vehicle continued pushing through me, I was paused. My position changed to the side of the vehicle where I was directly outside the driver's side window. And I could see inside of the window and I could see the driver very clearly. Would that be fair to say that those are your statements?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, could you or could you not see the driver clearly?
You're trying
Your
not to
question is
laugh.
if I could see him clearly. Yes, I could see him clearly.
So why would you state that you couldn't see him clearly when asked the question?
I think you're asking about his hair.
So I asked
Going
about
back
his
and
hair
forth
before.
between-
This is a different question. I asked about the,
Could you ask your question again, please?
you just stated that you could see the driver clearly, correct?
Correct.
But you also said that you couldn't see the driver clearly, correct?
Objection, that's a misstatement.
Grounds.
So, Mr. Brooks, I think
Grounds. Grounds. Did I say it fast enough? Because I think the rule is that I have to interrupt him. I have to interrupt them when they say objection. If I say grounds before they finish the word objection, then their objection don't count, right? Ain't that how it work? You're supposed to say it like before they. I really do think that Daryl thought that was how that worked. It's like whoever says it first wins. Good old dog shit Daryl. That's a nice ring to it, don't it? Don't it? Dog shit Daryl. Oh, dog shit Daryl. Daryl's made of dog shit. It's true, yes indeed. It's like Dawn took a shit one day and just named it Daryl, She was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna give this one a name. She took a shit and turned around, looked in the toilet. She was like, you know what? I could flush it or I could try to nurture it. You know what? I'm gonna retrieve that, wrap it up in a blanket, and call it a Daryl. I think that's what happened. That's what Daryl is. And she loved him just enough that he started talking. It was like Pinocchio, I'm a real boy, It had just enough love. She loved it so much that it became a real boy. That's the story. That's how Daryl came to life. He was actually just a shit she took that she just decided, to name and nurture. She named it and nurtured it. And then one day it believed it also. Like she believed it was a baby so much that it believed it too. And then it started talking and shooting at its nephew. Beating its girlfriend up and refusing to get a job no matter what. That's the story of the Daryl. Piece of shit Daryl. Yeah.
it comes down to a little bit of context and sustain the objection. And then if you would please rephrase. I think it comes down to at what point in time in the contact with the SUV are you referring?
At any time.
At any time.
Your Honor, we need the question again. That question is vague.
Yeah, at any time
Put
ain't
it
a
all
question,
together. See
girl.
what else? Sustain the objection.
At any time, could you see the driver clearly? At any time during your attempt to stop the vehicle?
Yes, at any time I could see the person clearly that was driving.
The entire time you attempted to stop it, you can clearly see the driver of the vehicle.
Well, at one time you asked any time, and then you asked,
Exactly, Daryl. You sound crazy. Well, first you said at any time did you see it? I said, yeah. And then you immediately try to change it to question. You can't change the question after I answer it, bitch. You can't do that. Oh, God. Yeah, Jack Skelling is like, not it. Oh, no, it's not Jack Skelling. M. Thomas. He was like, not it. You gotta like say it first. It's whoever said it first wins. Yes, honey. Exactly like that. It's exactly like, not it. Yeah, hit the like button for Mama. 53 likes. What? Why do y'all hate me so? Why do y'all hate Mama so? Why though? What did I ever do to you? Jack Skelling, have you hit the like button yet? I'm gonna start calling y'all out individually. You know? M. Thomas, did you hit the like button? Did you do it? Jared, have you hit the like button? Have you done it? North Carolina, did you? Matt Cannon, have you hit the like button or no? What's up? What's popping? Ooh, leave the dog shit out of this. Leave the dog shit out of this. I know the puppies don't appreciate that. Their shit being compared to a Daryl, you know.
the entire time. So
In fact, in case you just answer the question, please.
It's actually accurate because Daryl, dog shit or any type of shit is actually more useful than Daryl is because, I mean, things grow from shit. You know what I'm saying? It turns into fertilizer on the ground. So, actually, very much so. Shit is way better than Daryl, actually. Shit is astronomically better than Daryl. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Please, if you can. If not, say you don't understand it.
I don't understand it.
Just a second.
You got this, Daryl. Your freedom is right around the corner. You're one
Did
not
you
stupid
observe
question away.
the vehicle strike anyone when you attempted to stop it?
No, I did not.
Did you see the vehicle strike anybody before it approached you?
No, I did not.
Would it be fair to say that there were hundreds of people present at the time that you attempted to stop the vehicle?
Yes, there were hundreds of people there.
And you saw no one struck by the vehicle?
That is correct.
He's like, there you go. Case closed. I didn't do it. Let me go.
Did you see if anyone else was, could you see rather, if anyone else was in the vehicle?
I did not see anybody else in the vehicle when it passed my location.
Do you recall there being any tinted windows to the vehicle you attempted to stop?
I do not recall the passenger front or the passenger rear being tinted. I believe that the rear windows on the SUV were tinted.
So it would be fair to say that from your vantage point, you wouldn't be able to see the entire seating of the vehicle you attempted to stop?
Objection, that's a misstatement. Your Honor.
Grounds.
Overruled.
Not
You may
it.
answer the question.
Could you re-ask the question, please?
Would it be fair to say that because of the tint to the rear windows that you cannot visibly see the seating of the vehicle that you attempted to stop?
I did not see anybody in the vehicle. I don't think that the tint had any reasons for me not to be able to see in.
So it would be fair to say that you could clearly see the seating of the vehicle you attempted to stop, front, passenger, and back seat.
From the limited view that I had, I thought that I could see it.
Even though you just said that the rears were tinted.
Bitch, my car is tinted, but you can see straight on in there. Tinted don't mean blacked out, okay? You remember, Daryl, you were driving around in your mother's, family SUV, okay? This was not some decked out car that you paid for and had and was you know what I'm saying? Like this is your mother's SUV, okay? It's got a basic tint, okay? It's got just enough tint to make the sun not look so, yellow. Oh my gosh.
I believe that it's the far back windows in the passenger compartment that were tinted, not the passenger windows, from my memory.
So it'd be fair to say you can recall every window that was tinted on the vehicle that you attempted to stop.
I think that question's been asked and answered, Your
Grounds.
Honor.
Yeah.
Answer should
Grounds.
stand.
Hold on, Mr. Brooks.
I know, right? Not it.
The objection is sustained. Next question.
Bingo, I win.
Detective Casey, are you a party to this case in any way?
I don't understand the question.
Are you a party to this case?
I don't understand the question.
Have you filed a claim in regards to this case?
I have not.
Have you read the complaint in this case?
I've read the complaint.
Do you recall who the complaint was brought by?
The complaint is brought by the state of Wisconsin, represented by the Waukesha County District Attorney's Office, District Attorney Sue Hopper.
So the state of Wisconsin then would be the plaintiff in this matter then, correct?
That is correct.
Look at that. He said, "Where is the plaintiff? If the plaintiff don't, if the city itself as a person doesn't show up in here and punch me in the face, then y'all can't keep me here." I have tint on my Saucy Sam. Thank you, Sammy. Said I have tint on my Mustang, but you can still see exactly. Like most cars now have some type of tint on them. It would be crazy to not have it, especially with the sun trying to kill us now. He thinks you can swap drivers while rolling. Well, he's so little, his legs are so short, somebody probably could just climb over him, take his spot. They're always small, like a tiny child. You know what I'm saying? So he probably could. Somebody could probably swap places with him while he's driving. That's possible. But nobody in a car though. That's the thing. Like even if so, you think that was where he was going with that, Sammy? Like by him asking just a question of was anybody else could you see anybody else in the car? I'm like, what would be the point of that? Aside from just like what you're saying is that he's trying to imply, well, what if somebody else was driving? Maybe I was in the car, but I wasn't driving. Because remember, he did mention that to the cop at the interrogation when Carpenter went out, when Cart went out, he said, well, what if I was in the car, but I wasn't driving? What if that? Right? So what if I was there, but I wasn't driving? And the guy didn't even humor it, which I wish that he did just for a little bit, at least. I wish he had humored it just to see where he took it. Because I feel like if he had humored it a little bit, I feel like he may have tried to imply that Erica was driving. Just because he loved to blame everything on Erica. And at the time, he didn't know, like, remember they kept saying they didn't know where she was. They couldn't find her at first. But in the interrogation, remember they were like, well, we couldn't find her for a minute. Like, that's what the Carpenter was saying. So because of that, they could have said, I mean, he could have said she was the one driving. She was in the car with him, and she was the one driving. And that's why probably that would say why they couldn't find her. I thought that. I was like, I think he was going to say that she was driving, because that's the only thing that probably would have made him be like, yeah, it was us, was if he could drag her down with him. He just wanted to drag her down with him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he mentioned it in interrogation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was going to try to say it was her. He definitely was going to try to blame that shit on her. Heaven forbid she be out there. She out there having freedom, Daryl. Can you believe such a thing? Now, I can't say whether or not she's using her freedom wisely, but she has it, which is more than you have, Daryl. So, I mean, there it is. Thank you, Sammy. Okay.
State of Wisconsin.
Do you see the state of Wisconsin present in the courtroom right now?
Yeah,
Yes, I do. They are represented at the prosecution table by District Attorney Sue Hopper, Deputy District Attorney Leslie Basie, and Assistant District Attorney Zach Witchow.
Damn.
You said represented.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you see the plaintiff?
The plaintiff is an entity. They're represented by the District Attorney's office.
So the plaintiff is an entity.
Correct.
To the best of your knowledge, is an entity a human being?
An entity is an entity. It is not a human being.
To the best of your knowledge,
To the best of
being in law enforcement for as long as you
being
have,
in the law enforcement.
would it be fair to say that an entity, which is not a human being, living person, can bring a claim against anyone?
I believe they.
Object, Your Honor, to the relevance.
Grounds.
Hold on, let her get her objection out, okay?
I mean, I've tried to be patient, but these questions really have no bearing on this.
The objection is sustained on relevance grounds. Next question.
Have you ever had any interaction with the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection, irrelevant.
Grounds.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm living in it right now. I'm annoyed as hell while in it right now by you. You know, we are both in it. In fact, actually, yes, it is here. We're in it. It's this whole room, actually. Like,
Sustained.
How long have you known the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection.
Grounds.
how long
Get her
have you
objection out,
known it?
Mr. Brooks. It's sustained on relevance grounds.
Well, I do respect, Your Honor. I think that those are valid questions to the matter.
Mr. Brooks, they've been sustained. Next question.
Come on, Daryl, you got this. I believe in you, Daryl. You're gonna win.
Just so we're clear for the
My
record,
psychic mind says.
you did hear the vehicle that you attempt to stop blow numerous times. Blow its horn.
Yes, I heard the horn blowing as it was approaching my position.
Would it be fair to say that that would indicate that the vehicle was trying to alert people to its presence?
Objection calls for speculation.
Grounds.
Sustained. Speculation.
It's so funny how he looks at her when he says grounds, and then he looks at the judge like when you do something wrong and then you run back to your mom and you're like, somebody's trying to tell on you and you just staring at your mom going, nuh-uh, nuh-uh, no, I didn't do none of the stuff they saying. While this person's telling on you, be like, She's staring at your mom like, come on, believe who you gonna believe, me or them? Oh, Darrell's atrocious. He's atrocious. Grounds, coffee grounds. There's a red emojis in the chat. Red emojis in the chat.
Just 1 second.
Red emojis in the chat. Red emojis in the chat. Ooh.
So would it be fair to say that the beeping of the horn was coming from the vehicle that you attempted to stop?
Objection asked and answered.
Nuh-uh, not me.
It has
I'll
been
be
asked and
good.
answered one last time. He may answer though. Go ahead.
My
Objections.
mama said I'm special.
I believe that it was coming from the vehicle that was coming to my position, the Ford Escape.
I want to refer you again
Me
to
too.
page 15. It is from your testimony at the preliminary hearing.
Tight.
Your Honor, that's improper because Detective Casey does not have the testimony transcript in front of him.
The district
Grounds.
attorney is correct. This witness does not have the transcript in front of him.
So would that render him unable to recall what he testified to?
I don't know. You have to ask him that.
That's what I was attempting to do, Your Honor. I apologize.
Oh, he's still trying to play nice. He don't know. He's as soon as he starts to feel like he ain't getting his way though.
So just so I'm clear, am I allowed to read from this or no?
Just ask your question, Mr. Brooks.
Ask a question,
From
Darrell.
the best of your knowledge,
Uh-huh.
do
My
you
mama
recall
said-
stating in your testimony at the preliminary hearing that
Uh-huh.
it was in fact the vehicle you attempted to stop that was blaring its horn?
Objection, that's not what the
Grounds.
transcript says.
Grounds?
And it's been asked and answered.
Yeah, he definitely answered that already.
Sustained.
It's weird. It's like the man has already said that you were honking your horn. You think that would be what he wanted to know? Was that see, I was honking my horn, y'all. See, look, he told y'all I was honking my horn. It's none of this is my fault. If you didn't move in time, that's on you, bro. Like that's where he was going with it. But because the guy said, yeah, you were honking your horn for some reason, Darrell is digging into that. Like, what do you want him to change his mind or something? Like, and now that I think about it, now that you keep asking me that, now I don't think I did hear that. Okay. I'm like, where is he going with this? That must be all that was on there about him. Like, so his whole reason for coming up is that he heard the horn honk.
Were you injured in any way attempting to stop the vehicle?
I was not injured when I was trying to stop the vehicle.
Congratulations. You escaped the Darrell.
What did you do after attempting to stop the vehicle?
I first got on my radio and advised the other units that were in the parade route that red Ford Escape had went past my position. I requested additional squads be sent 1039, which means red lights and siren. Shortly after that, I began running after the Ford Escape in an attempt to stop it, but the vehicle sped up to a speed that I couldn't keep up with it until it hit the next position.
Reading from the transcript, page 18. Do you recall
Oh, let me empty out my jar. So I think he thinks if he makes them answer the same question multiple times, it will be what the jury remembers. Oh, like just having them just kind of dig it in, like where they constantly keep hearing him say, he honked the horn, he honked the horn, he honked the horn. So then they get back in there to deliberate and they're like, well, he did honk the horn, you guys. I don't know. I mean, how can it be on purpose if he honked the horn, you guys? Like, y'all remember that guy who kept saying that he honked the horn? I mean, that has to mean something, right? Why would he keep saying it? Oh. You think that's it, Sammy? That actually makes a shit ton of sense. I actually think that might be it. Maybe he should. No, I have a hard time giving Daryl that kind of credit, though. He would have to think of that. And I just feel like his thinking ain't thinking enough of that. Like his thinking thoughts are stupid. So, that would be that would make sense to do. But I feel like a smart person would come up with that. And giving Daryl credit for that, I can't abide by. I can't abide by it. Okay? I can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power. Ooh. Makes sense, though. It does make sense. Thank you, Sammy. Let me empty out my little jar.
Do you recall us making a statement? Initially, it's sort of what you just said. Initially, I began chasing after the vehicle to try to get it to stop. And as I was following behind the vehicle, I could see that it was on the north side of the roadway, at times beeping its horn. Would that be fair to say that you made that statement?
That is a fair statement.
So even after you attempted to stop the vehicle, you still observed the vehicle beeping its horn?
I heard the vehicle beeping its horn after it passed me.
No further questions, Your Honor.
And redirect.
Yes, just briefly. I'd like permission to put up Exhibit 120 again, Your Honor. It's already been admitted and published.
Motion granted.
Yeah.
Detective Casey, is
62
Exhibit
likes. Hit the
120
like
on the
button.
screen now?
Yes, it is.
Y'all please hit the like button for Mama, please. You can hit the like button like you punching Daryl in the face in this picture here. Call it a group project. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. Now this is why the guy couldn't see his hair. Look at this. This is why the dude was like, I couldn't see his hair. But he definitely could make out that the guy had some facial hair. Because duh, look at this. But he couldn't make out the hair. This is why, because he had a fucking hood on. And Daryl acting like he don't know that. Like he didn't see the same picture. He saw the same picture. Daryl knew he had his hood on in this. Even if he didn't remember that he did it, he saw this picture just like they did. But he had like he don't know why that guy was like, I don't remember his hair.
And you've been asked here today several questions from Mr. Brooks about what you saw as the vehicle passed you. Is that correct?
Objection. I do not consent to being called that name, and I do not know the person that you refer to.
Objection is noted. It's overruled.
Yes.
Oh my God, Matt. Yeah, that's exactly what he said, Daryl's. When they showed Daryl this picture, when they showed Daryl this picture in the interrogation room, Daryl said, they said, is this you? And Daryl said, nah, that ain't me. That look like gray. It looked like gray. That's what he said. He said it looked like gray. He said, that's not me. It looked like gray. Oh, Daryl. You slay me, boo. You do. You slay me, boo. Ooh-hoo, ooh-hoo. Oh my God. It looked like, no, that ain't me. That looks like gray. That shit was hilarious, bro.
Is Exhibit 120, well, strike that. Do you know where on the parade route the vehicle was located when this screenshot was captured?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes, I do.
Where?
Approximately the 200 block of West Main Street. The building directly opposite the Ford Escape is 234 West Main Street.
Yeah, how's that hearsay,
You were
girl?
back at the intersection of White Rock and Main Street, correct?
Yes, I was.
So about how far was it from where you saw the red SUV with Mr. Brooks driving to where this where this video was taken, and this is a screenshot from that video, correct?
Objection. I do not consent to being called that name, and I do not know the individual by who you refer to.
He don't know the
Your
individual.
objection is noted. May I answer the question?
He don't know them.
I would say that it's approximately 0.2 of a mile. For me, a very short distance.
Okay. Was the appearance virtually the same from when you saw it to when this screenshot was captured?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes, it was.
Are you able to see the driver of the vehicle in this screenshot, sir?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes, I am.
Can you see the hair of the driver in this screenshot, sir?
You cannot see his hair.
As the vehicle went past you, back at your post on White Rock and Main, what were you focused on?
I was focused on the driver's face when it was driving past me.
Okay. You told us on direct examination on Friday you were able to pound on the hood, correct? Were you directly in front of the vehicle at that point?
Objection. It was also, he also said in his testimony on Friday that he can identify the clothing. He specifically said what the color of the clothing was.
Attempting to testify. That's not a.
I'm gonna tell you this. North Carolina said, "I'm so glad the jury of your peers isn't literally the same kind of person. It would have been impossible, literally impossible, for them to find enough people who were like Darrell. When I tell you Darrell is a rare motherfucking breed, Darrell is a unicorn." Okay. It is not easy to be a Darrell. I'm gonna tell you, Darrell is Murphy's Law if Murphy's Law was intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like Darrell, everything that could go wrong will go wrong when you is Darrell. Okay, everything about Darrell is wrong and off. It would have been an impossible thing. Nobody likes Darrell. The only people who would be a person who you wouldn't even be like Darrell. You would just claim you were like Darrell so that you could, for attention or something. Like, it's impossible to be like Darrell. Darrell literally is the worst. He's the worst for so many different reasons. It's not one thing. Some people like, oh my God, they did this horrible thing. Or even they've been doing this one horrible thing their whole life. There's this one thing that they keep doing and it's so horrible. Like a serial killer, But they're just killing people. They've killed some people and they continuously are murdering people. But they have this one particular thing that they're doing. They just keep murdering people. That's the only thing but the rest of their life, people hear about, they're like, I never would have thought they would have done that because they seem so normal. With the rest of their life, it's everything so normal except for they be killing people. Like, Darrell is bad in all around. Like, everything about Darrell is off and rotten. Like, on top of him killing people. And then if you even bring your brain around, okay, maybe what if he had this psychotic moment and him driving through the parade was like a fluke? Even if you were able to kind of shove your brain into that thought, 2 weeks before that, he intentionally turned his steering wheel to run over his girlfriend. So absolutely not. No, that's exactly who he is. Okay, no, he is a shit. He's a shitster. Okay, he shot at his nephew not long before that. Okay, he's on the registry. He habitually chases children and impregnates them. Okay? He's had a tent in his mother's backyard and he's screaming at her too. Okay? Talking about he helped Erica write a resume. told the officers that he had a mortgage, honey. He said he had a mortgage and said his daughters live with him and they at home. They're going to be worried about him. Okay, in his imaginary playland. There is no jury that would have been like him. That's an impossible thing. That never would have happened. There's no way. Nobody in the universe of universes would find Darrell not guilty as hell. Man, this shit is crazy. Darrell is Darwinism in action. You know what's so crazy though? You know the times that we're living in right now? There was this movie called and I won't say what it is. I'll see if you guys can figure it out. Put it in the chat. There was this movie back in the day that was about like what happened if only morons, or if even just not only morons, but mostly only morons started just procreating. If idiots and idiots started procreating together and that became most of the population, just the next generation of people were like the dumbest. Basically, if only the dumb were surviving, what it would look like. There was a movie about this. What would happen if, like, there were no crops? They were feeding the crops like something that wasn't water because they thought it was better for even the crops. They were feeding the crops. They were so dumb. They were so dumb. They're the idiocracy. Oh my God. I shit you fucking not. I'm seeing this happening in real time. I'm seeing it happen in real time. It's like the leaders, the world leaders were dumb-ish. I'm talking about just, it was stupid as hell. Like it was, and it got so weird. And just to show you this kind of what happened, like how much was affected by that, by just stupidity, like just how bad it could get. Because it wasn't just like a dumb person. It was like a dumb person and another dumb person then had babies. And then they raised someone who was super stupid. Who was super dumb. and then it just, and then that became most of the population. It was crazy, bro. Like, you gotta watch that. It'll really open your eyes to how bad things could get. And it's funny and cute too. So funny.
Proper objection as to the specific objection. It's overruled, and Attorney Opper may complete her question.
Where were you positioned when you were pounding on the hood of the SUV?
Objection.
Overruled.
And by that, I don't mean the street, I mean where on the car.
Exactly. One precious me. It's got electrolytes. Yeah, they were feeding the crops, basically, like, you know, like Gatorade. There was like a Gatorade like type thing. Drink, and they were like, they had the sprinklers that were sprinkling onto like crops and stuff, but they were sprinkling it with like Gatorade and shit like that, like some type of drink, like a sports drink was coming out of the thing. And they couldn't figure out why the crops would never grow, why no crops would grow, and they were going to die. They were all going to die out because they weren't able to grow crops or anything. Turned out they just needed to feed it water. And this guy comes out of a time capsule. He gets like locked in a time capsule thing. And so he wakes up in that time thing and he has to literally solve all the world's problems because everybody's an idiot. Like, it's called Idiocracy. Yeah, Brando. Brando's got electrolytes. It's got electrolytes. Yes, honey. Idiocracy. Shit's hilarious, bro.
I was directly in front of the vehicle by the left front bumper.
Did you have to step out of the way to avoid being struck?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled.
The vehicle came in contact with me. As it was pushing through me, I shuffled my feet to the side, and then I continued down the side of the vehicle where I came directly in view with the driver's side window.
Okay.
Oh, also, just to put it in, just to give you, keep it in mind of how easily something like that actually could happen with the electrolytes feeding that to the crops. How that started was like, it was one of those brand things where they, got in good or whatever. It's like a money thing. Basically, it was like a deal thing. Oh, well, we could give you this. Well, and then it's like a contract, like a government contract. Like this Brondo, this drink thing, it's a government contract to provide this drink stuff. And they use it for the crops. Then they say, the right person who everybody listens to says, well, honestly, this would be better for it. But we could use this. This has, yeah, it is water, but it also has this. And then the people who refuse to say no or refuse to go against the person who's saying it, they say, you know what? Yeah, we should give it a chance. Next thing you know, we're feeding the crops fucking, Gatorade. Not because it's the smart thing to do, but because people refuse to tell this person no. It's one of those things. It's like, what would be the thing that this person would say that you would push back on when you don't have a thing, when there's no line, there's no clear line there, you will end up feeding Gatorade to the crops and then we all die. Then we all die. That's all because you refuse to say, okay, I might have been wrong about this person and we might want to just go ahead and stop this now. Because you don't have a line. That's what, you got to have a line in it. Draw a line in the sand. That's fine. Play along as long as you need to in your mind. Draw a line in the sand and stick by that line. Otherwise, Gatorade on the crops. Just remember that.
So you would have been, what was the driver doing as it passed you?
Objection, irrelevant.
As he passed you, I should say.
Mountain Dew.
Overruled.
Oh, yeah.
Do not consent to being called he.
Initially, he was staring straight ahead, and as I was pounding on the driver's side window, he turned and looked directly at my face.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And the reason you were pounding on the hood and pounding on the driver's side window is what?
The movie is called Idiocracy. Like democracy, but idiot. So Idiocracy. Yeah. Oh, yes. In Idiocracy, Mountain Dew was within President Camacho's full name. Isn't that something? Yeah, I'll tell you, that's what it's all that inner circle stuff.
I was trying to get the vehicle to stop.
Did the vehicle stop?
The vehicle never stopped.
Did the driver make any effort to pull over or pull off the parade route at that spot?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
I initially chased after the vehicle, trying to get it to stop. I could see the vehicle driving until it crossed Barstow, where it first made contact with people. The vehicle sped up, and I never saw it slow down or stop until I lost view of it as it crossed Barstow Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. You may step down.
Yeah, it was like a sugary drink. It was like a sugary electrolyte type of drink, whatever it was. Whatever it was, it had like electrolytes. I only know that because that's what she kept saying. But Brondo has electrolytes. It has what they want. It has electrolytes. It was one of the characters. She just kept saying she would, but Brondo has what they want. It has electrolytes. That's how she would say it. It has electrolytes. Y'all got to watch that. You just gotta. Okay, it's hilarious. Ooh, is that a small doll? Oh yeah, it's a I made like a little AI what's those little dolls called? They be in the little boxes, the little, with the big old head. It looks just like this. I did a AI thing, and I put in a prompt with a picture of Daryl and what I wanted him to hold. He got a blue Bible and a red folder. That's what I put in there. That's what I put in the prompt. And there's Daryl. It made a little Funko Pop. It's a little Funko Pop of Daryl. Don't it look just like him? Look at him. Look at the Daryl Funko Pop. All it's missing is the full peninsula. Daryl, look, I made a Funko Pop of you with that big ass face of yours. Daryl got a big face and a little head. Big face and a little head. I got a big face and a little head. Ooh, they call me Daryl. Oh, hey, look at there. Look at this. Look at the look on his face right now. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I know y'all think y'all done did something, but you ain't really did nothing. I know, right? Okay, like, girl, you hear what they just tried to do to me, girl? A little sassy. You's a little sassy, honey. Daryl's a queen. He's such a queen. All right, queen. Oh, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
State may call its next witness.
Thank you. The state would call Officer Bryce Buttrin.
Where's the guy that shot at Daryl? It's always a fun trip down memory lane. Let's go to.
No, the only thing that would have been struck was the plastic barricade.
Out at that location.
Objection. I do not consent to that name, or nor do I know any
Not my
individual by that
name.
name.
And it's like, look. He don't like his own name. Daryl, you can't change your name after you go to prison. You do that before you go to prison so you can hide and try to not to go to prison or something. Like you changing your name in jail don't matter. Like if Bubba gotta call you Sarah now, I don't think it's really gonna change the like the roughness of it all. Like like if he could, you changing your name right now is not really gonna help you. Like a new name is not gonna work like lube. I don't know what to tell you. Like it's just not gonna make it any smoother. I'm just saying, Daryl. It's a weird theory you got there. Just let it go. It ain't gonna work.
Your objection's noted. You may answer the question.
Yes, it would have been a reasonable exit
Robert,
point.
there you are. Robert, I had you in mind when like an hour into the live stream, I was trying to send out telekinetic powers so Sammy would know I was on here, and I was like, oh, let me go on to the Discord, and I was gonna I put a note in there. I put a little thing on there so you would see that I was live, because I know you'd be on there, but you weren't on there. It was only, I think Sammy was the only person who was actually on Discord. And then Marilyn got on there after I did the thing. But I had you in mind. I was like, maybe he'll see it and then he'll know that I'm live. I know you don't be knowing.
Would there have been anything other than those plastic barricades that would have blocked his exit from the parade at that spot?
Objection, hearsay.
It's not hearsay. It's overruled. He may answer.
No, the only thing that would have been struck was the plastic barricade.
Okay. Thank you. Those are all my questions, sir.
You may ask this witness questions, Mr. Brooks.
Yes. Officer, is it Buttrin?
Correct.
Good morning, officer.
I'd be like, oh, nah, change that whole motherfucking name. I was like, you change your name. You better change that whole thing, please. I would be like, you need to change the whole thing, okay? You need to just be a whole nother. In fact, change your face while you're doing that. If you're gonna change your name, Daryl, change your face, your shoe size, your everything, okay? Change them ears because they ugly, okay? Definitely change that mask. You need to light that thing on fire at this point. You need to just throw some kerosene on it, okay? And just light it on fire. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Mm. Na 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 na. Is it you love how no one says hello to him? You mean it, Daryl? His suit jacket. That ain't his suit jacket, Beauty. That's why. That's whoever's suit jacket they got a hold of for him. Look at this. Look how long this shirt is eternally huge. Look at look at it. Look at this sleeve here. Let's just scientifically observe this here. Look at this. Look at this suit jacket. Okay, like look at this. Look where this is. This whole, not even just the cuff. This whole part of here sticking out from this here jacket. This is a travesty, honey. This is a travesty, Daryl. This is travastic. All right? This is giving travesty.
You stated
What did he state,
that
Daryl?
you had got, or you heard a radio call about a knife fight in Frame Park.
That is correct.
Did you ever at any time follow up or go to Frame Park to investigate the said knife fight?
No, I did not.
Did you learn any initial information about the said fight?
No, I did not.
Do you know who reported the knife fight?
No, I do not.
Oh my God, Daryl. If only you had a point.
So you also stated that that you heard the vehicle that was approaching short honking his horn multiple times. Is that correct?
Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, what would be a reason that someone operating a motor vehicle will honk their horn?
Objection, speculation.
Overruled. You may answer.
There are
Daryl
multiple
leaning
reasons
over this
why
desk
a
like
vehicle
this.
would do that.
Can you give any specific reason?
Look, hella unprofessional, Daryl. You leaning over
To
your desk.
alert people or vehicles in the area that there's a vehicle coming.
Look at him leaning over his table.
And you also stated that you didn't see anyone.
He leaning on his desk with his hand on there like this. This is how you, like when you was back in school and you be doing your work at your desk and you be like this leaning on things. Writing. I used to write sideways. I would have my paper would be turned kind of sideways, and I would, I would write like I was over there. I would turn my paper would be turned sideways, and I write like this. And so it was like, it's the only way I could write neat. If I had to write like this, it would be so scribbly. It would look so crazy. It's the only way I could even attempt to write neat. I had to turn my paper sideways and write like this. Oh, shit. I forgot about that. I never write anything anymore. I rarely write anything. Well, I guess I take notes and stuff at work, though. Never mind. I guess I do write sometimes. My handwriting is definitely taking a. It ain't great. It's terrible.
Struck when
You was
while the
strucken?
vehicle was
You mean
approaching you?
Don't you mean strucken?
Between the area that I observed the vehicle and Northwest Barstow Street, I did not see anybody struck, no.
Struckiness.
Would it be fair to say that you also didn't see the vehicle target anyone?
How would he know if it targeted?
Speculation.
How would he know?
Calls for speculation on the part of the
Exactly.
witness.
He would have to know your intention.
So it's sustained.
Yeah, you could have been running in that direction because you couldn't see him. Like it could be because you don't see anybody because you can't see, or it could be because you was aiming at him. How would he know that? Look at this sleeve. I'll never get over this sleeve ever. Oh, let me get some yellow emojis in the chat. Yellow emojis in the chat. Yellow emojis in the chat. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Let's see. One of our kin came down from the hills, brought moonshine. Ooh, moonshine.
You can rephrase your question.
Did
The
you
way it was
see,
asked calls for speculation.
while the vehicle was approaching you, you stated that you saw it maybe 200 feet away, I think is what you said. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Did you see the vehicle actively targeting anyone to strike him?
Same objection.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
What would you estimate the population was right at what was shown on the video? Was it hundreds of people, dozens of people, right in the general area that you were?
I would estimate there's probably several hundred people in that area.
And you saw no one struck?
Objection vague.
Yeah, don't you mean struckin'?
Can you rephrase, please, just to be specific?
Out of the hundreds of people that were in your general area, you didn't witness anyone being struck by the vehicle?
No one was struckin'?
Not initially.
You ain't see nobody struckin'? Are you sure?
You also stated that there were barricades in the general area that you were?
Yes.
Were they off to the side? Were they in front of you? Where were the barricades located?
They would have been located on Buckley Street
It was all struck up.
and on Northeast Avenue.
I'm in love. I'm all struck up. Ooh. Ooh. Hey. Elvis.
Would it be fair to say that those were the side streets coming into the main street?
Delicately blessed. What's up?
Yes.
So would it be fair to say that a vehicle that was on the parade route would have to go down one of those side streets that was barricaded off to exit the parade route?
Yes.
And from your, I guess from your perspective, would a vehicle that was on a parade route know that they can exit from those areas that were barricaded?
Objection. Speculation.
Yeah, how would he
Sustained.
know what they would know?
Were you injured in any way by the vehicle?
No.
Daryl's gonna find a point one day. It ain't gonna be 2 days though, is it, Daryl?
And in the video was pretty short video. Would it be fair to say that the vehicle passed you relatively quickly?
Yes.
And you were able to get a look at the operator of the vehicle as quickly as it passed you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Did you notice any tinting to any of the windows on the vehicle?
No.
So you were able to see inside of the vehicle pretty clearly?
Yes.
Did you get a description of what the operator of the vehicle was wearing?
Yes.
You stated that the operator of the vehicle was wearing a hat. Would that be fair to say?
The operator of the vehicle appeared to be wearing a hat or have their hood up.
If you got a clear description of the operator of the vehicle, wouldn't you know if it was a hat or a hood?
Objection, argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained. Rephrase your question.
Oh, Lisa Fanson, you too? You turn your paper sideways. I don't know why it would work better like that, but I think maybe it was because of the way your wrist can be like straight, you know, because when your arm is like this, when it's in front of you, it's kind of like doing like this, whatever. But for some reason like this, it could be closer to you because it would be like right here in front of me, but I'd be like this and turn, but it'd be turned sideways. So I'd be writing like this. Yep. Okay, well, that's good to know. It wasn't just me. So maybe it was like a ergonomic thing, you know, where it's like about the comfort of your hand or your wrist or something. I know. Sometimes he be winning them objections. He be so happy. Jack, he be so happy when it happens. He be like, see, told you I was smarter than you. Darrell, you don't know shit, okay?
Would it have been, would the vehicle had been moving too fast for you to clearly see if the driver had anything on their head?
No.
About how fast would you estimate that the vehicle was traveling when it passed you?
Approximately 25 miles per hour.
About how fast would you estimate the vehicle was traveling when it was approaching you?
Approximately 25 miles per hour.
Darrell gonna find his point. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's coming. He gonna drop something so big as me. They're gonna be like, you know what?
Were
Get him
you
out of here.
able to
He's
hear
free.
the
He's
vehicle
free.
honking before it approached you or when it came upon you?
I was able to hear the vehicle honking before it approached me.
Did you hear the vehicle honk after it had passed
He
you or
doodling
came in
here.
contact with you?
M. Thomas,
No, I did
he
not.
just doodling.
Would it be fair to say that the video shows that you can clearly see or, let me rephrase that. Would it be fair to say that the video that was shown, you can clearly hear the vehicle honking?
No.
Can we-
He's so funny. Oh, what? 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 Oh my God, Daryl, go to hell. Go to hell, the Daryl. Go to hell. Hey, yeah, yeah. Oh, he not on this one. Oh, where's that guy? There's a guy who fired a weapon at the Daryl, and Daryl was pissed. Ooh, no, that's the one that had the babies that got all. That was terrible. That was traumatizing. If y'all noticed, but there's certain ones that I never rewatch. Like the one where the lady who had like 3 kids that got hit. and she like explains all the injuries and stuff. I can't watch that twice. Like I watched that one time. I can't do it. I can't. If y'all know, I repeat like a lot of stuff I've like watched so many times, but that's one of the ones I can't do. It's like certain things I just can't watch over and over. Like even though they don't like show anything, but she was very descriptive, and I can't bring myself to do it. Ooh, yeah. I had the slime set for 2 hours. Mama be running her mouth, honey. She be running her mouth, and time. She just. I've learned something about myself. I could talk. Like I could talk forever. Like if you needed to talk to make a vehicle run, my vehicle would run for always. My vehicle would never have to stop because I will talk and talk and talk. I always have something to say. There's always something to say. Always. Mostly funny stuff too. Good to hear they finally listened to the consumers. Was terrible at it back in the day. Let's see. Yes, honey. Well, thanks everybody for coming in and hanging out with Mama. Okay. Saying you have a gift of gab. Yes. Mama is a talker and she be running her mouth. She do. She do. She do for sure. Liz Divine. Did you ever find the part of the video about the mortgage? Oh, I did not, but you know what I did find? I found the the part there was a video that was before them. It was when the FBI was there. It was from the FBI interrogation, which wasn't on video. It was just like you could just hear the sound of it, right? And just like I got the feeling, because I didn't listen to the whole thing when I came across it, but I got the feeling that maybe that was where it was. It may have actually been in that part. Maybe it wasn't in the video, that thing. It was in the actual thing before it, the interrogation with the FBI. I'm thinking that might be it, but I think I came across it and I was like, you know what, this sounds like it might be inside of here. But I was doing something when I saw it or when I heard it. And so I wasn't really like super uber listening and I didn't finish it. But I'm thinking it might be in there. I think it's in the FBI interrogation, which is just the sound, not the video. I think it might be that. I think it might be because I feel like, yeah. If anybody come across it though, I would, just be so happy if you could tell me, like the video and the timestamp, because I really would love to hear him talk about his mortgage again. I have a mortgage and I have to pay my mortgage. Like I need to know what's going on here because I gotta pay my mortgage. I need to hear Daryl talk about his mortgage again. Okay? I need it in my life to survive. Have you hit the like button? Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you? Did you? Did you? Did you? If you did, thank you. If you didn't, what the hell, man? What's going on? Like, what did I ever do to you? Why are you being so mean? Why are you being so cruel? I don't be cruel. Ooh, to a heart that's true. Ooh, don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Yes. All right, y'all. Good night, boos. Hit the like button if you have not. You know what I'm saying? Consider one of these days becoming a member. You know what I'm saying? Supports the channel, keeps Mama here and not there, sane and not on a pole. Okay? And it's great. It's a great thing to do. Oh, Field and Steam, the National Geographics, like featuring a volcano. All right. Later, Gators.